Alright, am I? Yes. My heart rate might be coming down shortly. I just had a drink of water before starting it up. But yeah, continuing in Viscera cleanup detail. Working on Caduceus. Which, funny thing, so Caduceus, hopefully I'm remembering all this correctly, is the symbol associated with medicine. The problem is it's actually wrong. Typically the icon used is of a winged staff with two snakes entwined around it. This is the staff of Hermes, so I call. But the problem is that it's supposed to be the staff of... Crap, I'm trying to remember his name. It wasn't Hippocrates, it's like the actual god of medicine from Greco-Roman mythology, who was the son of Apollo. Well, the guy's staff was a staff with one snake entwined around. And people just had it wrong for a while. What ended up having it become what it is now, typically with the two snakes, the US Army used it. And it was wrong. But because the US Army used it, it stuck. It became official. But it's actually a little interesting why it is the snakes. Well, why it is a snake on there. That in Greco-Roman mythology, snakes were thought to be very wise animals because they were always on the ground, which meant that they were always listening to the ground and so knew the secrets of nature. And so, like, one of the stories, I never saw the time ago, was of a young prince who suddenly came down with an illness that could not be explained. No one could explain. And the king requested this guy to treat him, and he didn't know. And the snake, though, whispered to him what had happened, that the prince had buried his knife in a tree, and this wounded the tree, and so the tree basically cursed him. Well, the nymph in the tree, the wood nymph, had cursed him, and that was the cause of the illness. So in order to fix it, it had to be dug out, the tree healed, and forgiveness be requested. That's what it took. But yeah, it's just kind of a funny thing that the image is that it is the wrong icon used. Okay, that one's now spent. I think the mop is spent well now. The one thing I was kind of getting to when I stopped to start this recording, stop the previous recording, was the whole, I like that I can have so many weeks worth of content ready. Because, I do 3 videos a week on my own, on my one computer, typically. I can offload to the test system, I tend not to though. Unless I really need to, or if I'm testing the test system on something. I have done that, just to see how well is it going to perform, because it's lower core count but higher frequency, typically. Yeah, I guess I can drop that in there. But I do all that, I write news every day I can, which is typically every day. Sometimes though, like this past Friday, there was basically no news to write. So, yeah. But also it's like on the Thursday, I think I had like 5 or 6 articles. But I also write reviews, I write miscellaneous long-form articles. It's actually one of those if I wasn't doing this, I would be working on that, or should be. And it just, I'm able to do all that. I don't get paid for any of it. And I do want to do other things as well. and am still able to have 3 videos a week for weeks at a time. Whereas there are places that have multiple people who, yeah, I'll grant that they'll do like, 1 video a day as opposed to 3 a week, and that is definitely more work, but it still is. They have multiple people, including people just dedicated to the editing. Now, granted, I don't edit, so I guess we don't need to count them, but it's like, you got multiple people. Even just doing 2, even if you went to 2 people a video or 3 people a video, how do you not have, like, your years of recordings done very quickly? It does seem a little funny to me. Like, I just wonder what all are they doing in their day that... I mean, I get the whole, yeah, it's helpful to have, the videos come out near when they were recorded, but a lot of them, even years later, you could watch and you wouldn't even realize that they were years old. It's more a question of what do they do during their day that does that takes up so much time. Just makes me curious. And I don't doubt that there's plenty that they do. I'm not gonna question that they don't work hard. It's just I'm curious what all it adds up to. What all adds up to. I never opened up that door. I need to. Yeah, that's gone. That's thing. Yeah, so that is clean. This is spent though, so I'll take care of it. There. I need one of these. Now also I should grant that, I do have one advantage in that I play a game fully. With the exception of this game. But it's, that does make things a lot easier. It's like they need to think of new things to do. So, they don't do full plays. Like that's just how it works out for a lot of people. That's not going to be something limited to any one YouTube plays. I mean, some things they maybe do long series in. It depends on how it's received and how much fun they have. That is also one thing that is very much worth remembering for anyone, except for me, that they, as much as it needs to be funny, it also needs to be something that they can enjoy doing and want to do. Because there could be something that you think it's awesome, it's absolutely hilarious, most entertaining thing ever. If it takes weeks to put that together, to make 1 hour of content for you, and when it's done, they are drained, and even when it's done, they don't necessarily feel it was that great. They may know it gets a lot of views. They may never want to do it again. I mean, it's just trying to plan how to do some stuff. I was confused for a moment. What was this one? This is the one with the shell casing. I'm gonna leave it there. So, yeah, I mean, production needs to be a positive experience for everyone, or else you don't want to do it. So that is a reality of things. Also, does kind of suck to realize that, because it means then that one show or series, whether it be on YouTube or anywhere, you may love it, but if it's not something that the people behind it can't, feel they can do for one reason or another, then it's not going to be done. It doesn't matter how much you love it or how much everybody loves it. if they don't love it, then it's gonna stop. And also, you never want something to go longer than it should. Like the old Bob Newhart show. The Bob Newhart show, not Newhart. The Bob Newhart show. There's a difference. That ended when it did, basically because Bob Newhart wanted it to stop then, because he felt that it had, I guess when we put his run its course. It's like, yeah, it was still funny. They were still having good times, but he didn't want it to be the show that went one too many seasons. And that's actually an impressive thing. Because a lot of people, when they're having successes, they don't want it to stop. They will try to get that last season in there. There. Oh, come on! Now, of course, one advantage for me with doing this is that I already know nobody watches this, so I just do it because I want to. Because it's fun. Because it is also kind of meaningful to me. The fact that, you know, I do it because I enjoy doing it. That does mean something to me. And that I've managed to keep initially a 2 video week schedule, then 3 video week schedule since I started it. That's... how many other people can say that? I don't think it would be many. I think a lot of people, if they have had a similar experience where it's like, you know, nobody watches this, nobody cares, would have given up. But not me. I keep at it, spending my time on this instead of other things, because it means something to me. And I'm the only one it needs to mean something to. Alright. I think for solids, this is mostly done. Good. Whew. It is a little annoying how that thing turns. And I should amend that statement that for wet solids, it is mostly dense. And at least until getting in there, which that has the lift. I want to do the other one, that other door first, where it will have the, well, I want to do the other door first to buy the buckets, and maybe in there is where it will have the welder to take care of the things, bullet holes, those things. What is that? Why? 2 more, at least. Just wanted to get that ready. I'm gonna need it, I'm sure. Actually, I'm probably gonna need more than one. There. I wonder if this is a game that you could teach an AI to do. I don't know. Probably not a current AI. I have a feeling there'd be too many variables for it. That's shot. As is this, so that's perfect. I'm gonna grab one of the lamps. Body won't fit. Oh, the torso won't fit, say. This is all one guy. I think I may have some uses on this. There. Wrong way. Okay, that's done. Perfect. Ish. Perfect because it has the welder. But that message, I'm sure, was not a happy message. I couldn't quite make it out, so I was like, whatever. Okay, that is definitely spent now. Nope. Not gonna trust. There. I'll just grab another bin now. It may sound weird, but one game this game reminds me of makes me think of, and I kind of like to play again. Red Faction Armageddon. Now, the reason why is because I will play through, and I have played through that entire game, then gone back through it all, because you can unlock the ability to repair everything you destroy, and I would do exactly that. Because that was actually part of the fun for me. It may sound weird, but it's true. That whole undoing it all was enjoyable. Plus it helps because eventually you gain the ability to basically shoot off a pulse, and wherever it hits, it will repair everything. There. But it just the whole, going through and cleaning things up. Kinda like what I'm doing here. Man, I do wonder what's gonna happen with the Red Faction franchise. I do hope that THQ Nordic decides to resurrect it. That's one of the franchises, like Darksiders, that when THQ fell, it seemed it would die with it, because Red Faction Armageddon didn't do as well as was hoped. But I think that there's still a lot of love for the Red Faction franchise as a whole. A lot of love for Guerrilla. I think it was it under THQ or THQ Nordic? I think it was still on THQ when they released the Steam edition. And then THQ Nordic released the Remastered edition, because it said on Mars. In theory, you're supposed to laugh. I mean, it's a fitting name. That doesn't mean it's not also silly. But I would like to see it come back. Thing is, I don't know how. I've played all the games in the franchise. Actually, we have reviewed them all. I don't remember exactly why I did. I think that may have been sort of like this, where it gave me an excuse to go back and play them. But I don't think I played them in the lead-up to Armageddon. I think it was just I was thinking about it, wanted to have a reason to play them, so I did. I guess a way, if I were asked, and I think I've said this before in other places, the way, at least one of the ways that I would think could work for bringing back the Red Faction series would be to, is there really nothing left? Cool. Remake the original Red Faction, but with today's technology, because that was a good game, and it had in it the destructibility. It definitely had that in there. It just, you know, when I reviewed it, it was, what, 13 years old? May have been older. Don't remember now. It was definitely old. But it still was a lot of fun, and that idea of, you know, remaking it with the destructibility you can achieve today, I think that would do well. I sincerely do. Now, true, it wouldn't be a, if you basically did a remake of it today, it wouldn't be what a lot of people expect, because it was linear, not like Red Faction Guerrilla, which is open world. But it still would be a lot of fun, and you know what, don't confine yourself to remaking it exactly. Go ahead and, you know, remake it, you know, reboot the franchise so you can include some open world elements to it. Alright. So many bullets. I do kind of wonder how this works, because one way it might is that after a minimum amount of time of this being on, it then starts a coin flip. Now the coin flip may not just be 50-50, maybe weighted to one side. But you could do that, and it'll just keep flipping that coin until you get a positive result, which is it heals the bullet hole. It removes it. But then it would also have, starting at another minimum time, the chance for it to ignite the wall. There is a mechanism that would make sense for how you could do it. Damn it. I don't see any more. And I also at the moment don't remember what the cheats are to help find that stuff. I don't feel like looking them up either. looking pretty good here. Don't think there were any over there. None there. No, there was some around here. Come on. There we go. Alright. That's looking pretty good. Probably gonna end up with more bins than I needed, but I don't think that matters. At least the bullet hole did get removed. At least I don't see it. Hey, that's right, there's also bullet holes back there. Bullet holes in here. Oh yeah. All over. Holy crap. Alright, let me look up here first. Okay. Oh yeah. I guess that doesn't work. Didn't realize I scorched it. Well, rather, that wasn't hitting the spot I meant to. I was actually a little worried about that one. That the saw might have detected it. is one. Not anymore. Still there. You know what? I need to be able to actually see the things, so let's just move on. I'm gonna stop the timer. I'm gonna be able to finish. Not in the 5 minutes I have left, but in this video. Then I'll stop and either take a nice break from this again, or maybe, I don't know, I might like move on to the next game, and I can always come back to this. It's nothing wrong with that. It can be a recurring thing. Plus there's workshop maps, custom maps. It is quite a mess. I think I'll grab a bit as well. Probably gonna need another bucket too. I do think that taking the time to play a different game would be good. Because you don't want to stick on one game for too long, especially when it's kind of a joke. Not that the game, well, in some ways the game is a joke. But, I mean my doing this game. It's meant to be mouth. Probably long past that by now, but still that kind of part of the idea. You can get a drink of water. Oop, that's not good. Fortunately, I did not go flying. Son of a bitch. Yep. That is now spent. Might as well get rid of it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more. This here. Yep. So when this happens, caught that. One more here. Take the last one. I think that'll be enough. Good. Alright. I know that there's more, and I can even kind of see them, but I'd still would like to clean it off. So I know I see them. Alright. Alright. There. Bow, ba-da, bow, ba-da. Things. Top brass, 400 of 8. Kinda forgot about these things. As in the achievements. This is a little dangerous. I'll still try. And so I don't forget, that may... Alright, let's see. Okay, wasn't spent yet. Should be now, though. Huh, Distinct Harvester Revive. Doesn't sound ominous. Holy crap, it had a lot more life. No. This side is clean. This side very much is not. Can turn this in, gonna grab another bucket on my way back. one over here isn't spent, it's new. So, be ready. There's only one body there, just very seriously taken apart. No. Yes. Just that is definitely spent. Nope. There. There. Let's get rid of this too. And the other one. Because I know I'm at the end. Perfect. No, I shouldn't need another one of the bucket. I realized I need the thing open. I closed it to make so that things would definitely have time to burn in there. Then I forgot, oh yeah, I'm gonna need that open if I'm gonna put stuff in it. And I can't drop the body. Now without making a mess. Hey, I've gone the whole thing so far without spilling a single bucket. Except for one or two in here, but that doesn't exactly count. Now, something else that would be interesting if they made a sequel to this game is if they took it also into a fantasy world as well. This is largely just sci-fi stuff. The mainly sci-fi settings, I don't remember any of them really being fantasy. Now, true, science fiction is under fantasy, but it still is. It could be interesting, fantasy or high fantasy. Cleaning up after The Witcher. That could be an interesting thing. now I need to dispose of this. I both do and don't want to pull out the sniffer. Okay, I got that I need to do. I'll pull it out. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. That I don't have something there. Okay, that was lucky. Let's see if there's any help anymore. Don't see it. Want to take care of the mop just in case. Things are looking pretty good. Alright, I am getting turned in. Actually, let me... just to make sure. There. I didn't really see any alien. Yeah, they're chemicals. I'll go with aliens anyway. Alright. Let's see how I did. Considering I base... Oh! Okay, hang on. Game crashed. Considering the, I never used the sniffer except to make sure that I hadn't used any of those, the buckets. Don't know, but, yeah, what the heck happened? To the office. Because that's where I can look to see how I did. The level name was Caduceus, so just need to look for that on this. It didn't record it. I'm not doing it again. Just... no. Nope. Yes, there was a part of it. Kind of wanted to just fall down. Alright. Wow. I mean, just that does annoy me. That really does annoy me. Alright, see. Now I will. Alright. Well, I shall see you next time, which will either be back in this, or I will, do a different game first. I mean, like I said, I can leave this installed and just come back to it when I feel like it. We will just have to see how I feel. See you next time.